Hey everybody, it's Ed the Old Tech Guy, and today I want to go ahead and check out this cool Icon Professional ratchet. It says it's low profile, 90 tooth, and it's a 3/8 drive. This unit looks very familiar, maybe just a little too familiar. If you look at the old Pittsburgh Pro here, I mean, they look really much alike. Even down to the 9/16 measurement of the head there, I'm pretty sure they are very similar. But I'm sure there's differences as well. So let's go ahead and open this up and find out what the differences are. As you remembered from my last video, I've been using Pittsburgh Pro for the last 3 years, both professionally and prosumerly. Okay, in a prosumer type way. But I've been using only this so that I can keep my USA made tools in good condition and stored away. So I really don't have a reason to buy Icon, besides it looks pretty cool. And I like the packaging. Let's find out what's inside and see if it's really worth the extra $20 on top of this price. And wow, look at that. It's got its own cloth for cleaning. I guess you just shine the tool up with this guy. This is a microfiber cloth here. Look at that. And boy, that sure seems heftier. It's got a better weight to it. Let's get rid of that garbage. There is a little bit of a weight difference on the right here on this Icon than there is on the left with this Pittsburgh Pro. And just looking at them, the pear-shaped head on the Icon seems a little bit bigger than the one on the Pittsburgh. But the thickness of the shaft on both is about the same. I think if we lined them up, let me stand them up together here. Icon is just about a 1/2 inch higher. They are exactly the same thickness as I expected. The same thickness on the head, 9/16. See that? This is very much the same tool, with the exception of this is a 90 tooth. Yeah, that's 90 tooth. This is a 70 tooth. This Pittsburgh Pro. The other thing I wanted to show is that the off button here on the Icon is exactly where you would expect it on most other ratchets. Pittsburgh Pro has the opposite configuration, but it's got a really satisfying click. To the right on, to the left off. Very satisfying click. On this Icon here, it's almost too smooth. It doesn't even feel right. Too smooth. That may be a good thing. Now I've got my 120 XP from Gear Wrench here. Come on, all you tool guys, you know you're loving on these lately. Look at that. Nice, satisfying click. And I'm using Gear Wrench to really kind of round out the discrepancies between the both, because I believe this is a better ratchet all in all. I had to change my gloves. This box from Icon is about as strong as the ratchets. It ripped up my gloves. So here I've got the Pittsburgh Pro, and I've got this little magnet. I took this out of a hard drive, and it's a pretty powerful magnet. I use it to test where the metal begins or ends on a tool when they have these plastic parts here. You see that? It won't fall off once you have it there. So I will slide it. See? Won't come off. Slide it. Won't come off. That tells me that the shaft is at least up to this point. Right there. See? Right when you get to this end right here. See that? It won't stick. So it tells me that the metal of this shaft is right about this up to this point, which makes sense with the way they cap this. You see that? I think that this metal is good stuff, and it comes up to here. I've beat this ratchet up before. I've put bars on it or extension bars and pulled on it pretty hard, and it hasn't let me down. Now we've got to do the same test for this Icon. I have a feeling that they didn't skimp on it. Let's go ahead and do the same test. There you go. Good metal. Okay. Uh-oh. Hey, look at that. Yeah, there's nothing to grab onto. So either the metal stops right here before this pivot, right in this indentation. See that indentation? The metal stops here. Or it's become so thin and the plastic is so thick in this area that the magnet can't catch. But that tells me that that's a weak point anyways. So that you're losing this much ratchet right there. That's how much ratchet you've paid extra for and you're not getting. With this guy, it's just this. And here's the Pittsburgh Pro. This guy here, it's got that dual pawl design where it's individual. Remember, or I shouldn't even say remember, but just look at the Icon, how it's got that solid pawl or that solid piece of metal right here that engages this ratcheting circle right here on the top. Okay, that guy right there, how it engages it. Look at that big piece of metal there, right? You see it right there? When you look at this guy, you see that it only has the left and the right. Again, a very good design, yet that design has, it's a little weaker because it doesn't have the strength of the solid piece. It's also less teeth because you can only have a certain amount of teeth on that little piece of metal on the left and on the right. So in conclusion, after doing a full review and comparison from the Icon to the Pittsburgh, we find that the Icon is very similar to the Pittsburgh Pro in size, in shape. This only gives you a little more plastic. It's not even metal. It does give you a 90-tooth ratcheting mechanism when compared to the 72-tooth. But that all amounts to maybe about 20, maybe 10 to 20 more pounds of torque. These have been tested. Braking, shearing here or braking right around 200 to 220 foot-pounds of torque depending on the situation. This is much cheaper than this. Dollar for dollar, this is the best buy. I don't need gimmicks like this. I don't need the fancy packaging. I simply need a good ratchet. For you guys starting out there, and for those of you who are looking to save money, I suggest you continue with Pittsburgh Pro. I will buy a few of these because I want to continue testing them for myself, and I enjoy having tools, but they're not going to replace my Pittsburgh Pro right now. That's my opinion. You go ahead and watch this video and form your own opinion, and please let me know if you think I'm on the right track, or if I'm absolutely wrong and this is just a better tool than the Pittsburgh. If you're liking these type of videos, please subscribe. If you just happen to come upon my video and you don't want to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. I'd like to know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. I'm doing this for fun and to provide information to all of you out there who could use it. Everybody, this is Ed the Old Tech Guy, signing off.